Hello, YouTube. It's BTM here. Welcome you guys back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. And I don't know what's up. It's like every time I'm going live, there's always some kind of weird technical problem. I don't know if the universe is working against me or if YouTube hates me or they don't like my videos, they don't like my shirts, they don't like my hat. I don't know what's going on. But for some reason, the camera didn't work today, so I don't know what's going on. That's why I was doing videos, but I wanted to do a live just to rally the troops because the market is flat, right? The market's going red and people are panicking. People are calling all day, every day. And I just want to grant you guys some confidence, right? Just relax. This happens in crypto. This happens in the market. Just calm down, guys. The thing uh, is not over yet, right? You can see it didn't go to zero yet. So things are still here, but you guys got to relax. The market's going to be up and the market's going to be down. So there's no thing that's you can do to regulate the market. We just got to wait it out. And with the extra things that are going on with the market and the price, inflation, stocks, the impending thing that's happening overseas. I don't want to say what, but you know what's going on there as well. Things are happening, guys, and relax, right? Don't freak out. Don't wig out. It's just a matter of time. And if you can see here, Bitcoin halving is 3 days. And I don't know what's going on, but everything is getting crazier and crazier the closer we get to the halving. So I don't know if there is reason uh, that the halving is affecting the world economy or if people just don't want to get into Bitcoin or if the government's against Bitcoin or the government is against crypto. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just telling you, the closer this gets, the more things start to happen. It's like ever since the eclipse, things have been getting strange, right? Trying to do a little something strange for a little piece of change. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, this is April 19th, which is, wait, that's the actual projected having date. Today's the 16th. So 3 days, 5 hours, 14 minutes, and 23 seconds away. We're currently 495 blocks remaining, and Bitcoin again is down to 61,000, which is interesting. But they did mention that the closer we get to the halving, the more the price would go down. Thanks for everybody joining. Thanks for coming back to the Black Tiger Miner channel. And we're back to the Kaspa discussion, trying to rally the troops before you guys sell out all of your Kaspa and be mad when the price bounce. So we're looking at the bubble. Ondo's down 15%, Tao's down 16%, Book of Memes down 7%. OKB is actually up 3.8. Pepe's up 2%, which is weird. EHEX is up 1.6, and that's it, right? Everything else is red. Everything else is red. Clue is 14.8% down. Bonk's 8.4. Dog with Hat is 9.6. Starlink is 6.5. LCX is down 13%. AI Tech's down 10.4. Whoa. Singler's down 7.3. Render's down 9.6. Tongs down 10.6. Now, if you had some extra powder, which is spare cash, would be a good time to invest deeper. What's up? Raja K5, I guess. I'm not even sure how to say that. But Ocean's down 7.1. Feet is down 10.8. To launch your token BTM. I'm not sure what the token name is. It might be BTM. That might be a good idea. But I'm actually in the process of working on the beginner's guide. So once I get that finished, I might look at the once I get that finished, I might look at the token, but I want to get this beginner's guide done first, and I'll put that on the channel. But yeah, I got a long way to go with the beginner's guide. But as you can see, I'm not just talking, I actually am working on a beginner's guide for you. Beginner's Guide to Crypto Investing Black Tiger Miner. So it is here. It's in the process. Just got to spend some time on it and get it developed for you guys to kind of help a lot of these normies navigate this crazy crypto market, which is going to get crazier. Is RGCAF. RGCAF. No worries. RGCAF. RGCAF, I guess. RGCAF. But back to the list, nears down 4.3. My lady's down 11.7. PIF is down 7.6. IMX is down 14.7. Stacks is down 11.6. So again, now would be a good time to get in. This is not financial advice. Kaspa is down 8.3. So it's weird. A lot of you guys were talking about Kaspa's too high. I'm going to wait for the dip, and it's dipping, and doesn't look like many people are jumping on it. And if you can see here, I mentioned that was the last point, right? This was that 12 cents, and clearly it's under 12 cents. I expected it was going to hit the 12 cents and bounce up, but it hit the 12 cents and went down. And you can see RSI is down and MACD crossed, and we're losing volume. But it's not just Kaspa, it's pretty much most of the market, as you can see. So I'm not sure what happened today, if there was more new news or if there's something else going on driving the crypto market price down. But the good news is for the Russ migration, we are up to 10.8. So almost at 11. And this is RGCAF, buying Kaspa at 0.9, 0.8, 0.7. Already queued. I've already queued. Yeah, no. If it goes under 10 cents, I'm buying more, right? I'm going to keep buying if it keeps going down. Currently, Kaspa is ranked. What is this? Gamble pre-sale? First IA powered hedge fund. That's an ad. Okay, where are we? Top gainers OKB. Top loser is BitTender. Interesting. BitTender's down to 461. If I had some money, I'll throw a little bit at that. But currently I'm just bought some Kaspa last week, so I'm kind of waiting. So Kaspa's down to 11 cents, 2.5 billion market cap. Come on. Come on. Remember, dance with who brought you to the party. And that was the wrong button. This is the button I was looking for.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Let me know if you guys can hear that. I've been playing around with this, and I'm not sure if that's still working. So let's see here. Kaspa's currently at 11.1 cents, down 8% on the day. Man, this is crazy. 24-hour range, 11.5 cent as the low, 13.3 cent as the high. 7-day, 10.9 cents. 7-day high, 14.7. All-time high, 18.9. So we are definitely sliding down. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened with the volume. It was working, then it stopped working. So I know what it might be. Is this? So let's try it again. Let me know if this is better.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
If not, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna keep it moving. We'll come back to let's check this real quick. The hash rate is 201 petahash, 202 petahash. So the hash rate went down slightly. Percent mined is 81.3%. Let me see here. Turn the mic down a little bit. Next reduction 19 days to 110 cash. TPS is 3.4, BPS is 0.2, and we are down 2.5%, which is not accurate. Let me refresh this. Can't be right. And okay, we're down 8.7 cents. That makes more sense. 24-hour trading volume is 68.1 million, down to ranked 40. Market cap is 2.5 billion, and hash rate is 201. GPS is 3.4. I tried to catch it when it was up, but I guess it slid back down. Don't forget to sign up for the Black Tiger Miner Patreon. I'm going to put the beginner's guide on the Patreon. So if you sign up now, you'll be ready for when I do post it. But when I post it, I'm going to increase the price. I want the people that are currently there to get it first, let you guys review it, and then we'll push the price up a little bit and push it out to everybody else. So again, join the Black Tiger Miner Patreon page. While the price is down $9, and I think I'm going to push it up to $20 once I get the beginner's guide, because it's not just going to be one page, right? It's going to be a whole presentation, and I'm going to make probably a series of how to set your wallet up. Let me see, where to go. Intro to cryptocurrency, getting started setting your wallet up, best wallets for beginners, research method for profitable coins, best meme coins to invest in, best altcoins, crypto gaming versus AI tokens. So I'm going to kind of put all that together to kind of start you guys off right. I think there's going to be a big influx into the market once the market settles. So don't forget to sign up for that crypto currency guide that's going to be on my Patreon. So let's go to Twitter real quick before we get into some videos I saw yesterday. So going to the Black Tiger Miner Twitter channel. Numbers are down. I guess Kaspa went down and people just went crazy dumping. So this is hey Cass, here's an official video of Shai Speech at the festive Web3 in Hong Kong. And I think I have that up somewhere. Let's see here. I thought I had it up. Oh, yeah, here it is. So let's go to this guy. Let's listen to Shai for a second.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here. I'm here to talk about Kaspa and why Web3 developers should care about Kaspa. Now, I think some of you would find this question a bit intriguing because Kaspa is a layer one. We know that we don't already have smart contracts, so why should you care if you are in the Web3 world? The key takeaway here is that if you want to have a strong Web3, you need to have a strong layer one that the Web3 will work over. And what I hope to convince you today is that Kaspa is an exceptionally strong layer one, maybe the strongest one yet. So in this talk, I'm going to talk about what Kaspa achieves and about the performance of Kaspa. And I'm not really going to talk about how Kaspa works. It's an entire different thing. But if you go into YouTube and search for Ghost Dog 101, you will find a short 2.5-hour workshop I give, which goes over what's going on under the hood for Kaspa. But in this talk, I'm not going to talk about the internals of the tech at all. So let's stop and think what we would like a layer one to have. What are the important properties? So first, it should be secure. This one goes without saying. It should be decentralized, because if it's not decentralized, why even use blockchain technology? And it should be performant. And this one actually is a complicated one. There are all sorts of performance you should care about, and I'm going to talk about all of them. It should be reactive in the sense that if you want to do something, post a post on your decentralized Twitter or whatever, it should happen fast. You don't want to wait 10 minutes or 5 minutes or even 30 seconds. It should be environmental and sustainable. It should be something that the world can carry. It should be cheap to use, right? You don't want any post you make or any transaction to cost a lot of money. And you want even the layer 2s that you build over it not to have to pay a lot of utility. You want the validators, whether they are miners on the proof of work or the validators and block creators on the proof of stakes, you want them to be properly compensated for their work and their contribution to the network. And you want it to be adaptive, which is a tricky one. It's something that most people haven't even thought about, but it's actually very crucial, as we're going to see. And I'm going to explain this as I get to it. Okay, so what is Kaspa? On the screen behind me, what you're seeing is not like an illustration. This is a real recording of our testnet 11. Each one of these squares is a block that can carry up to 300 transactions. And this is the actual speed with which the network is performing. It could do, I'll get into numbers very soon, but what I want you to notice is that it is indeed very, very fast. But it's not just the consensus protocol. Actually, it's a lot of interesting innovations all rolled into one project, and I'm gonna state just some of them. But on the surface, first of all, it's a proof of work. It's based on what's called a DAG. If you know, then you know what it is. It's currently UTXO based, but we are going to extend the model as we need. But what I really want to argue is that it satisfies each and every item on the each and every item on the desiderata I stated earlier. So let's just go over them one by one. Well, the security that Kaspa gives you is the same security as Bitcoin. The Nakamoto consensus security, which is better than the BFT security we'll get from proof of stake, which is in a sense the best security possible in a decentralized setting.
So again, this is the developer, the lead developer, Shai, and he's talking about, this is his speech at that Web3 Developer Conference in Hong Kong. And there is a crypto central or crypto main conference this week in Dubai. And I think we'll get a video back from there as well. So let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and get the super chats going. Thanks for joining the Black Tiger Miner channel. Let's get back to the video.
And it's also more decentralized using proof of work because you have this extrinsic sorts of voting. You don't vote with the coin that is generated by voting, which resolves a lot of issues. It is decentralized. Okay, so one characteristic of Kaspa is that it is ASIC mined. And a lot of people think the conventional wisdom is that ASIC mining is decentralized. Well, I argue that the conventional wisdom is wrong. And the main key here is that having a very high VPS keeps the network decentralized. Because if you have 6,000 times more blocks than, say, Bitcoin, then you could carry 6,000 times more miners, which have the same return, time of return, sorry, they have the same revenue return time. So if Bitcoin can have about 120 miners or pools with a return of investment of about a week, then in Kaspa we can have 1.5 million of them. And one strong indicator of this is that even though there are very huge monstrosities of mining machines, the best-selling ASIC is still the smallest one. It is cold, it is cheap, it is energy efficient, and that's why you see that we have many small miners, even though large miners are available. Its performance, so the first thing is that it has a lot of throughput. Now, the conventional wisdom says that proof of work can't be performant in the sense of throughput. We see it in Bitcoin, we see it in most of the proof of works. But again, the conventional wisdom is wrong. If you go and look, you see, as in the animation before, that the Ghost-Dug ordering rule actually allows you to remain secure while producing a lot of blocks, keeping the security benefits of proof of work while giving you a lot of throughput. So on the testnet, we have right now 10 blocks per second, which translates to 3,000 transactions per second. And we see that the nodes can carry queues of up to 600,000 pending transactions without having any significant slowdown. And all of this is just on the layer 1. I mean, you could use Lightning or Polkadot or any layer 2 that you like. You can import it to Kaspa, and you have a lot of bandwidth to implement this over. Okay, the next conventional wisdom is that high throughput requires strong computational abilities. And also here, the conventional wisdom is wrong because Ghost-Dug can be implemented very efficiently. In fact, all of the performance I told you about in the testnet with the high TPS and high block rate and everything, nodes are running this network efficiently on computers that cost as much as $100. You don't need the extremely expensive validators like you need in a proof of stake. The next wrong conventional wisdom is that if you have high throughput, then you're going to need a lot of storage. This is also wrong. Because we use proof of work and not proof of stake, this gives us the ability to use unique solutions for pruning data, for removing old data securely. And we use a protocol invented by Michael Sutton and myself for pruning data securely, and the mining with logarithmic space adapted to DAGs to prune the header securely. And recently we had a breakthrough which actually applies to all of crypto and not just to UTXO and not just to Kaspa, that allows us to significantly and easily counter state bloat without resorting to stuff like accumulators and statelessness or demurrage or that kind of stuff, just this kind of magic formula that allows us to limit how much the state can bloat. And if you want to read more about it, you should look up for the Kaspa Improvement Proposal 9. It was purchased about 2 weeks ago, and I think it's a real game changer. Okay, reactiveness is essentially...
Yeah, I think we went over that Kaspa Improvement 9, of which they were doing changes to the Kaspa code in Go, or in Rust actually, to reduce bloat from some of the transactions. So there is some information. I'm going to finish this React and we're going to move to another video. So let me know what you guys think about that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit us with the super chat. It's BTM. I'll be right back.
How long you have to wait since you push the button and until the network agrees on whatever you did. And the conventional wisdom says that in proof of work, you don't have good reaction time, that proof of work networks are slow to react. Conventional wisdom is wrong. The Ghost-Dug protocol provides instant confirmation. Now, when I say instant, I mean as fast as the internet, because you can never be faster than that. But it's a proof of work where the limit on how fast you can confirm transaction is completely dominated by the network conditions and not by the security of the protocol. So essentially, it's as fast as proof of stake. And one application for this is that you could do rapid settlements. If you do side chains, you can settle them on the main chain, and you can do this as fast as you can do it on proof of stake, even though it is proof of work, so you don't lose speed. The conventional wisdom says that proof of work is very, very energy intensive. And here again, the conventional wisdom is wrong, because there are ways, essentially by using a very, very ASIC-friendly mining algorithm, we are able to make almost all of the expenditure capital expense and reduce the amount of operational expense and essentially the amount of electricity you need to burn for mining. And there are also future plans for using optical mining, which should make it even more capex heavy. Now, the chip is really straightforward. If you have a lot of transactions, then you would pay less for each transaction separately. This is really the most straightforward one. Now, about validator compensation or
Okay, so we'll pause here at the violator compensation. And this is the first time I've actually actually heard the developer Shai speak in public. So there's actually some good information here. And I told you guys there's some good things coming from Kaspa. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're looking back at the trader view. Looks like the RSI is still flats, and we're still losing some volume on the 4-hour chart. Look at the day chart. Definitely below this 12 cents down to 11.3 cents. I suspect we're going to push on down to, remember we set this 10-cent up back in, what was this? Actually here sometime back in March. And it looks like we're actually going to come down to that 10-cent mark, which is good. It's coming down for us to pick it up, right? So don't worry about that. And also, moving forward, this is the calm before the storm Bitcoin hoodie. So let's see what he has to say here real quick.
It went up and went back down. You can see we're about 12 cents right now. Before we get into it, could you Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? You can see Cas has actually done a little bit better the last 24 hours than most of the market. You can see we're up about 4%. Where you go, most of the market, Bitcoin down 0.5%, Solana down 3% almost, Dogecoin, Cardano. So a few of those are up. But you can go over here and check out the Rust migration. That's actually up close to 11% now as of, I guess today's the 14th. So it was kind of a couple slow days and now it's up to almost 11%. So under 90% of nodes are running Go nodes. So that's nice to see that. Hash rate looking good, 208, spending more time over 200 and basically most of the time over 210 now. And mining revenue generated last 24 hours, 1.2 million. Dogecoin 2.2 million the last 24 hours. The meat and potatoes, 500 free Kaspa. Let's see, here we go. So right here, this user Flatfish Monkey posted 11 hours ago, 500 Kaspa price. Your wallet is accessible by a seed phrase to seed phrase and an ordered 12-word secret phrase. Make sure no one is looking as anyone with your seed phrase can access your wallet. Write it down and keep it safe. And here's 12 words. 2 are missing. Apparently they start with an S. Cool fact. There are more 12-word phrase combinations than nanoseconds since the Big Bang. So people are guessing here. And so right here, this person said that was 7 hours ago. I guess maybe someone might have guessed it with knowing 10 of them. Right here, that narrows it down to 4,996 combinations. And I guess both of the words begin with S. He shared the address. The address has a 0 balance now. Let's see. So I just saw this right now. Someone might have won that. They might have been able to guess with knowing that the started with an S on each one of these, and you knew 10 of them. But it's really hard to get all 12 or 24 words depending on your wallet. So, yep, this is the correct address.
So shout out to Peace of Mind Warranty for joining, one of the sponsors of the BTM channel. But this is, I guess someone mentioned too, they had a problem with their key phrase setting up.
The one you mentioned is your second address in the wallet. Caspian and the web wallet both changed the address with each transaction. It doesn't have anything inside it, so I guess someone put 500 Kaspa in there, trying to see if anyone wanted to try to take them up on that offer. So, yep. Well, it's it is what it is. The Bitcoin halving's coming, technology's coming, hash rate's looking good, Rust migration's on the way. There's just actually a lot of boring days in crypto. Maybe you're someone chasing day trades on meme coins and this and that.
So that was just some information about that Caspian wallet. Someone mentioned they had some problems with their Caspian wallet as well. So I wanted to throw that in there. And this is why crypto with a Casper price prediction. So let's hit this. Then we'll go back to that video with Shai, the developer.
Not like Casper now that it's at 12 cents. Nothing has changed with the project and it's a cheaper price. If you liked AVAX at 50 bucks, how can you not like it at $35? If you liked Solana at $200, how can you not like Solana now that it's at 137 bucks? It's absolute madness. Now, I'm not saying that things won't go lower, as they very well could. What I'm trying to say is that if you have conviction in a play and you're now getting a cheaper entry than you were a couple of weeks ago, and if you think that prices are going to go higher over the next 12 months, just really see these for what they are: discounts on great projects that are going to likely be higher in 12 months' time.
Now, I think Casper comparatively is holding up pretty well. If you look at the chart, we have a huge amount of strength sitting at the 10-cent mark, anywhere between 9.8 cents and 10.6 cents. If you were looking for a good entry on Casper, I think currently it's a really great entry. But if you were looking to snipe,
Shout out to AR. Casper's the Army, better yet the Navy. Casper's the Army, better yet the Navy. Shout out to the Air Force. And if Elon Musk ever get it together, the Space Force, Casper's going to the moon, baby.
a slightly better entry, putting buy orders in at around the 10.5 for any of these really low wicks could be a decent idea. I'm not saying that I think we'll go that low, as really I think that depends on what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin currently to date is now around that 11% mark. We did drop as low as 15%, and I think really what Casper will do and what the general market will do will have a lot to do with what Bitcoin does and what Ethereum does. I think if Bitcoin can hold above this 61K mark and continue to trend up, then Casper will recover really, really strongly. I think we've got the halving coming up. And if you look historically, the halving has always been really bullish for crypto. Initially, there are some price drops and some sideways market action. If you look at the 2016 cycle, we had a bit of a price drop here of 40% and then a bit of sideways action. If you look at 2020, we had a little bit of a price drop and then some sideways action. But what has remained true throughout is that about 3 or so months after the halving, we've had explosive price movement to the upside. If you look at 2012, we had a 9,754% gain. If you look at 2016, we had a 2,842% gain. And if you look at 2020, we had a 696% gain approximately since the halving 2-cycle top. Now, past price action isn't always necessarily a great indicator of future price action. However, it is something to keep in mind. There's been a pattern that's playing out throughout Bitcoin's entirety, and altcoins have largely followed Bitcoin, with successful coins with lower market caps usually having multipliers significantly greater than Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up a 6x, a lower cap might go up a 20x, for example. Now, Kaspa, I think, is primed to be one of the best performers this bull market, and that has been as it's been one of the strongest performers over the bear market. I think a lot of people are going to go wrong by low cap hunting and trying to snipe cryptos that have market caps of less than $10 million. Now, there is a place for these, and I do hold a small percentage of my portfolio in more risky, lower cap degenerate plays. However, I think a larger percentage of your portfolio should be in higher caps, such as Kaspa. If you're looking at the market cap of Kaspa, it still has a lot of room for growth. It's currently got a market cap of 2.8 billion, which I think is a great entry at the moment. Its market cap peaked around the 4.1 billion mark, and currently its market cap is sitting at a pretty attractive $2.8 billion. Now, there is still a lot of room for growth in Kaspa, and I'm predicting somewhere between the $2 to $4 this cycle, but wider ranges of $1 to $5, with 1 being ultra bearish and $5 being ultra bull case.
So $5 is very bullish, and $2 is also kind of bearish myself. But I'm looking for this. So I'm looking for my crypto bubbles. I was just looking at it, but for some reason I can't find it now. So let me see if we can open up another one. Because I was trying to find ZB. Let's see, what are we looking for? ZBX, ZBC actually. So I don't know if you guys know or what happened to it. Because in the crypto bubbles, ZBC was not here. Right. I got the ZBCN, but ZBEC is not here. So I don't know if you guys know what happened or why it's not in the bubbles. So I was trying to figure that out while I was watching this video, but I'll go back to this video real quick while we're looking for this.
I think that long-term Casper could significantly outperform this within future cycles at potentially prices of $10 to $20. Now, prices over $5 I don't think are that realistic for this cycle, although they may happen. But I do think that in future cycles, Casper will be a hugely strong performer. If you look at Solana last bull run versus Solana this bull run, Solana ripped all the way from a market cap of around the $80 million mark up to a market cap of 70 billion. And currently this cycle, it's gone up to a market cap of 90 billion, and we haven't even hit the halving yet. I think if Casper does do something similar, which it could potentially do, especially once smart contracts are integrated, or if it does become more widely adopted as that digital silver, I think Casper could do something pretty special in the future. But yeah, one of the main reasons that I've made this video today is just to quell the nerves a little bit. I'm not worried about Casper in the slightest, and I don't think you should be worried about Casper in the slightest. I'd be looking at these as buy the dip opportunities. If you look at where we are in the cycle, I think with investing, you really want to play probability. Really, how you're going to get that edge is to go with what is more likely to happen. And looking at past performances of where we are in the crypto cycle, I think it is more likely that we do go higher for Casper. I think it is more likely that we do go higher for Bitcoin. And I think it is more likely that general crypto goes higher. There will be a time to sell Casper. However, I don't think that that time is now. I think anything outside of this channel is a great buying opportunity. And if you can get entries around that 10 or 11 cent mark, well, that's great. I've got entries set for myself at around that mark. And if we do wick down, I will continue to fill up my bags. I'm hugely bullish on Casper. My conviction hasn't changed in the slightest, and I don't think yours should either.
Yes, definitely stay convicted to Casper. Don't give up. The whole crypto market's down. It's not just Casper. So don't single out Casper for that. And also keep in mind that there's a lot of new innovation coming out. There's a lot of different parts to the project that's just starting. So once Casper bounced back, because I was talking to someone else and I was telling them it's got to go down before it goes back up. So to reach a new all-time high, if we looked here, see if we can just the day chart, it has to come down. Every time, see, it came down, then it went up, right? Here, it came down and then it went up. See, coming back some more. If we can go back that farther, I guess not here. But if you see here, it goes up, it went down, right? It came up, went down, went down, went down, consolidated, then it went up. So here it went down, then it went up. Here it went down, and then it went up. So it has to go down before it comes up. That's just any stock or crypto. It always goes down slightly before it comes up. Let me finish this video for Trader Sniper. And I was actually looking for something else. So I'm not really distracted, but I was looking at something while I was trying to figure out what happened with ZBEC. But I'll play this and I'll be right back.
Short-term news might be, or price action might be a little bit off, if anything, but the long-term to medium-term vision is still the same. Now, Caspa, let's just jump right into it. Back in pretty much November, right? We've seen a pump go sideways for many days, have a wick, go down a little bit lower, pump again, and that's kind of doing the same thing. I don't think overall Caspa will go lower than the 10-cent mark in terms of trading and closing below it, but we did tap into that area, and I do think overall this is going to be one of your last good chances and optimal chances to buy Caspa. Now, I'm not even going to use the fib for this because I do think it's not relevant and Caspa can do really, really good. It is one of the best fundamental coins out there when we talk about crypto. And for me, since crypto is getting more and more adopted, I do think Caspa could be one of the top dogs. Now, although there's more adoption now, does that mean all the coins are gonna get super adopted this cycle? Not necessarily. My gut feeling is saying that next cycle, a lot of these coins are gonna be much more relevant. So pretty much in 2028 or 2030 area, that's when all these coins are gonna be super duper relevant. However, they can still do really well this cycle. So without further ado, just based off price and market cap, where can we see Caspa going?
So real quick, and then breaking up the Caspa information. So I found out the ZBEC the ZBEC network deposits will open. I guess yesterday. ZBEC UT spot will open today actually. ZBEC withdrawals open on the 17th. So the ZBEC migration's happening. So I need to see how I can migrate that ZBEC over to ZBEC network, of which you get a 10 to 1. So for every ZBEC you have, you get 10 tokens. So I'll need to see why mine hadn't been migrated yet or how to migrate it. So I'm just checking into that as well. So let me know if you guys are in a ZBEC and have done the migration. And let me get back to Caspa. Sorry for the interruption.
Off the top of my head, I could see an easy 20x for this coin, which would pretty much be around a $60 billion market cap, which would mean this coin would be at $2.40. So let's just round it up around $2.50. I could see Caspa going too. Now, whether I'm not sure if that's going to include the spike because look, every coin spikes, every coin peaks. You know, when one coin starts selling off or a couple coins start selling off in the market, that money gets pumped to another coin. And you got to remember, coin can be going up slowly, gradually for a couple weeks, couple months, right? Let's say Caspa goes up to, $30 billion market cap. And then for that next month, it can get another 30, 40, $50 billion. And then it could add the month after that, all that money could be gone already, right? We've seen it with multiple coins where things pump really fast. 2 weeks later, most of that money is already gone. So Caspa can do the same thing. I think a $2.50 Caspa is very likely based off market cap and based off, the circulating supply and pretty much what the coin offers. Now, remember, this is more of a technical analysis standpoint video, so I will do that, but there's not much to that in this video because overall, we are still respecting a big zone right here, right? We tapped into it. We go on maybe the 15-minute even. We tapped it again, and now we're kind of looking to be going up further and further. We kind of have, this supporting this, right? When we go like this, we're gonna have like this area supporting this. And we're just looking to pretty much break this area and start trading above the 13-cent mark to go further and further up. Now, of course, if Bitcoin decides to die and drop another 15, 20K, of course, Caspa will go lower. And the max Caspa will probably go to is around, I would say, 8 to like 5 cent mark. No, probably like the 5 cent mark, but that's a big if. And I'm not going to include that information until it's relevant. But overall, Casper right now is a great buying opportunity considering what the coin is and just the market structure. You guys got to remember when there's fear and things dip, that's when you buy under the right context. We are under the right context. The halving is just around the corner. And historically, every time there's a halving, coins just really start pumping for the next 6 to 8 to 12 to 14 months. Okay. So, under the right context, buy the dip. It's pretty much that simple, right? I do think Caspa, like I said, $2.50 mark is very realistic. $2 mark is the safe area. If you want to be super conservative, you could just aim for 10x, 10 to 13x, which would be around, $1.20, $1.50. Everyone's different. if you're happy with a 2x, you could get 2x, but you know, at that point, I think you're missing out on a lot of gains. And yeah, guys, like that is pretty much it. There's not.
Think it's definitely going to do more than a 2x. I don't know what you guys think about that. Go ahead and let me know in the comments about that as well. Let's see. We'll go back to this Shai developer video from the Web3 conference.
For the so-called fee market problem or the security budget problem. And again, we have this conventional wisdom which says that in proof of work, the fee market doesn't kick in, doesn't start to work before the network is fully congested. And again, the conventional wisdom is wrong. And this is a consequence of parallelism. Now, I'm not going to go into the math here, but essentially the fact that many blocks are created in parallel means that the fee market becomes active way before the network is at full capacity. And not only that, it avoids this weird bidding war dynamic you have in say, Bitcoin, where if you are 1 Satoshi below, then you are definitely out with probability 1, and then you increase by 1 Satoshi, you're definitely in. And no, the parallelism smooths things out in a way that means that the amount of fee you pay reflects much better the quality of service you expect to get. Okay, so now I think the coolest aspect is the adaptiveness. So this conventional wisdom is so conventional that a lot of people don't even think to go around it, and there are actually impossibility results that in some models say that it's impossible to be reactive to network conditions. In all protocols that exist today, when you create the network, when you launch the network, you have some parameter, which is called the network delay, or a bound on the network delay, and you're saying stuff like, okay, maybe my network has a delay time of 1 second, but I'm gonna set it to 10 seconds because I need a margin of error, and you will always need to have this margin of error, and you could never adapt. The only way to adapt is to do a hard fork and reparameterize the protocol. And it seems that the conventional wisdom is wrong here as well. There is this brilliant new protocol, not yet implemented, called DAGNITE, invented by Michael Sutton and Jonathan Sompolinsky. And DAGNITE has this incredible property that it is adaptive. It does not require a bound on latency, and this has far-reaching consequences. First is that you don't need a margin of error. You can always operate as fast as the network allows. And if the network improves, the protocol will automatically become faster in its confirmation times to accommodate the better network conditions. And if there is some sort of calamity that makes the network conditions deteriorate, then the protocol will automatically slow itself down to remain secure. And this will allow us to get better speed and better security, and essentially the best speed possible. If right now the best speed possible is by taking a bound on the network latency, which is almost always true but needs a margin of error, DAGNITE will allow you to remove this bound completely and work and be as fast as the network actually is, not as the best bound you can feel comfortable with. Now, we conjecture that this kind of property is impossible in proof of stake, and only proof of work is able to get it. And by consequence, this means that DAGNITE will always perform better than any proof of stake protocol you can ever come up with. And that's about it. I hope I convinced you that Kaspa.
So that was the speech from the developer Shai at the Web3 conference. And keep in mind, there is another conference coming up. I guess this week is starting in Dubai. And I always miss that information. I wish I'd have known ahead of time because I might have been on the trip out there as well with the rest of the crypto influencers. But we're probably going to start seeing some videos from those guys pretty soon. But this is, I guess, the last video. This is Crypto Chris. and he's saying don't buy Caspa before you watch this video. So let's see what he's talking about.
And ignore completely. Okay. As I said in the past, you need to respect your money. Okay. And when you invest on something, you need to realize what you are holding. And you're going to ask me why you are saying all of this stuff. Because, guys, at this point, there are people that had Caspa and selling Caspa because they don't know where they have put their money. Okay, there are lots of people that they invest on something because they hear a phrase like Caspa will replace Ethereum, Caspa is Bitcoin 2.0, Caspa smart contracts gonna flip Ethereum. They hear just one phrase and they invest blindly because of that. In reality, they don't know why we speak and we say something like that. Why Chris said Kaspa is the Bitcoin 2.0, the new Bitcoin or whatever. Okay, they don't know precisely because they haven't researched deep around Kaspa. Why we say that? Okay. So before we dive more, guys, smash the like button because always I forgot that, and like this video, comment your thoughts, whatever, because with that way you support the channel a lot. And yeah, let's get back to the topic. And this is, guys, something really important. Okay, like um, if you don't realize what you are holding, if you don't make your conviction strong, probably in situations like that, yeah, like a capitulation condition, okay, market condition, probably you will sell because you have fear. At that point, when the prices drop, okay, of your project, you'll realize that maybe this isn't as the other people said, because you personally don't know where you have put your money. And the sad part is that this situation will reverse in a quite fast mode, okay? And you will sell Caspa, for example, to buy something else, or I don't know. And guys, literally, this is a bull tip that I recommend you before you buy any Caspa coin. I want you to spend and dedicate, like, for the next 5 6 days, 3 hours every day, like 2 hours every day, or even 1 hour for the next 14 days for Caspa. You need to sit down to realize. And also, I would like to tell you to start with the basics first. Okay, you need to learn why Bitcoin is important. Okay, and from the Bitcoin, you're gonna realize that Caspa is solving what Bitcoin couldn't. Okay, Bitcoin actually now is for store value.
I opened a 360 checking account when I moved to Chicago for grad school. I'm always on the go, so if it's not on my
value for most of you that you don't know. And it had also another purpose that was for peer-to-peer payment. But because it cannot scale, okay, it's too slow, 1 block per 10 minutes. Actually, with that way, it cannot handle a global adoption. Okay, it cannot handle big congestion to the network. Caspa, from the other side, at this point has 1 block per second, very soon 10 blocks per second with the Rust. Okay, and we're gonna go up to 32 blocks per second with the Rustlang upgrade. Right now we have Golang, so there we're gonna see the ultimate speed for the blocks. Okay, and this is how Casper gonna solve the trilemma, because also it uses the main principles of Bitcoin. Okay, also it's actually proof of work like Bitcoin, and it has vision. Jonathan Sobolinski, the founder of Caspa, actually has vision up to 100 blocks per second. That's insane speed. Okay, I don't believe this is necessary for a global adoption. I believe this is a little bit stretch, but yeah, as I said in the past, I'm not the guy that I will evaluate that. Okay, obviously Jonathan knows better than anyone else, but I believe even with 32 blocks, we're gonna have the ideal speed to handle a global adoption. But even now, with 1 block per second, guys, we don't have competition here. Caspa doesn't have competition. It's solving the trilemma with the most efficient way, and this is only the beginning. Like in the upcoming months, that we're going to see the integration of the Rustlang of 10 blocks per second. We are about to have like insanely big difference with the other blockchains. Okay, and Caspa is not a blockchain; it's a block deck. Okay, for those who don't know. Anyway, so in such a case, now instead of sell and panic sell or whatever, this is actually the time that you should pull the trigger and buy massively. This is a discount. Okay. And it's not like a panic mode that you must sell your Kaspa or whatever. This is actually the time that market is giving you one more time, an opportunity to buy cheap Kaspa. And you see right now from the chart that Kaspa now is breaking the 200 daily moving average, and that's bullish if you are bullish on Kaspa. Okay. Because, yeah, you're going to buy before the massive catalyst of news, okay? Because in the next reversal of Bitcoin, Kaspa probably going to be listed as Tau listed on a tier 1 exchange, and catalysts of exchange is going to follow, plus all the news that's going to send Kaspa above 30-40 cents for the short midterm. Okay, I believe even on Q3, Q4, we can touch $1 and even more than that. So the situation of the upcoming months are incredible bullish, and this is your time, guys, to pack your bags and change your life. This is actually your time. Always before halving. Halving is the upcoming days. Always before halving. For it's a coincidence, I don't know. Like previous halving, we had the COVID crash, and now we have this World War III fad. Maybe it's going to happen, maybe not, who knows. Like the situation around the Middle East are quite heated at this point, but who knows what's going to happen. What it is. Crypto, it's going to be bullish because long term this is bullish. Probably going to print more money for the wars, and that's bullish for the crypto space, for those who don't know. Anyway, the point isn't that. The point of this video, and I will close that here, is that you should pull the trigger and buy Kaspa, but the most important thing is to educate yourself for Kaspa, because that's going to give you the confidence to hodl and buy more at those prices. Okay, because even now some people fear to buy because they maybe think that isn't that bullish as the other people said. And it's wrong, guys. It's super bullish, and market is giving you a discount at this point. So pull the trigger. But first, before you pull the trigger to do your research, deep research, not layer research. Okay. So that's what I would like to tell you guys for this video. If you would like to buy Kaspa, I recommend you to buy through my links. Personally, I buy from X and Bybit. You can buy from both of those, and if you go through my links and do all the steps, you're going to have some extra bonuses. You can grab some free Kaspa without way. I highly recommend you to go through my links. And for the people who ask me, Chris, where you store your Kaspa, guys, I use Tadzem Wallet. Is the safest way to store your Kaspa self-custody. Okay, like it's a cold storage, and I use personally Tadzem because I believe it's the best for this moment. And so go through my link, or otherwise use the CryptoChris code and grab 10% of your order. And don't forget to check, guys, my Patreon group, WealthNet, because you're going to see when we buy, when we sell. You're going to have full transparency of the wealth.
Okay, guys, that was Crypto Chris. I was trying to figure out what's going on with this Phantom wallet to move this ZBC to ZBC and the Zybeck to the Zybeck network. But for some reason, I'm having some complications. I don't know what's going on, but something happened with my Phantom wallet. I don't know why this is not working. So kind of got lost in the sauce over here trying to figure out what's going on. So I might just have to type this up. But my other recovery phrase for Phantom isn't working either. So I don't know what's going on with these recovery phases in these wallets and everything else that's going on. So in the interim, we'll look at the crypto bubbles. So there is some more green coming. So I guess the market is starting to matriculate back up. And we did see this video from Shai earlier, which is pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, I wanted to show you guys this. I'm tripping. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. We'll start back from the beginning. I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why. Shit. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why Kaspa is a chicken, but hey, whatever. Shout out to Israel Brother and Diego Altour. Shout out to Germany and shout out to California, I think. You told me where you were, Israel Brother, but I forgot. I'm sorry. A lot going on. What does the Rust migration mean for Casper? This is a question I've asked several times. Innovation Leap migrating to Golang to Rust. The road to BPS is 100. Yeah, you're right. It was Virginia. Sorry, I forgot that. I got some cousins out in VA as well. Actually, they're in the DMV area. So shout out to the DMV. And this is the intro. And I'm not going to read all this, but it's on my Twitter page. So if you want to check it out, you can come over there and look at that. Purchased another 100K. What happened there? Another 100K this week. Below now shows my 100 cash first, second, and third purchase. So you'll see the Caspians next week. This is Ice River. Ice River saying, Casper compared to other cryptos, which is the most relevant feature that makes Casper superior to other coins. And of course, they have our favorite crypto to hate, our thorn in the side, the main nemesis, the Cardano and the Cardano clowns. Rest in peace, Casper. Down to 10 cents. If it does go down to 10 cents, I'll pick it up. Shout out to G's Quiz. Sorry if I said that wrong. Just not good with names. But it's not just Caspa, it's the whole market coming down. So thanks for the support there, or the lack of support. I really don't care at this point. But if it does come down to 10 cents, that's more I can pick up. So I actually want it to come down. And since the entire market's coming down, it's not like it did it by itself. So it's not really a bad thing. And people were complaining that they wanted it to come down. So it's coming down for BTM to pick it up. So shout out to Caspa. And back to what I was saying with the Cardina and those clowns, which are the second biggest, actually probably my biggest nemesis. These guys are always after BTM for some reason. I made a couple comments about how Cardano was trash, and they will not leave me alone. I was actually in the process of purchasing a Cardano KDA miner, and it never shipped. So I got a refund. And at that point is when I started getting into Caspa. And since then, these guys were not very favorable. And I don't know why. I don't even care. But I'm glad I went with Caspa versus putting a lot of money in Cardino. So this is blocks per second, 1 second, Cardino 30, Bitcoin 10, Ethereum 20, POW, POS, which is the proof of stake, which is Ethereum. Sorry, I had a brain freeze there for a second. But I did mine a lot of Ethereum, so I'm not mad at Ethereum. I'm just mad they went to proof of stake because we were mining like crazy towards the end there, and you can see it was crazy profitable. I wish I would have saved a lot of that Ethereum. But whatever. Max supply 28.7. I guess this is billion between 8.7 millions and millions. Well, I guess that's billion. I'm not sure. 21, 1,000 and infinite. Solves the trilemma, yes. Bitcoin, no. Cardano partially and Ethereum, no. Smart tracks coming soon, yes. Bitcoin, no. Cardano, yes. And Ethereum, yes. Low gas fees, low. Bitcoin, high. Ethereum, crazy high. And Cardano, low. Fair launch, yes, yes. Cardano, no. Ethereum, no. ICP, no, no, yes, yes. Market cap 52. Bitcoin 32, 39. Cardano 289 and 20,483, which is in millions. So I'm not sure if that equates. And Israel Brother 80A is Cardano. This is KDA. Cardano. Is it Cardano? Cardano? 80A is Cardano, though. I have a bag of Cardano 80A, but this is KDA. Cardino? But yeah, I'm at odds with these guys. For some reason, there's a lot of back and forth with the clowns. So don't fall victim to the KDA Cardino clowns, right? These guys are really angry at me or Black Tiger Miner for not mining KDA, and KDA is not profitable. And Kaspa is the KDA killer. I think that's another reason why we're at odds. But either way it go, I'm not losing sleep over it, right? I made that decision a long time ago. I'm going to keep pushing. Ask not what Kaspa can do for you, but what you can do for Kaspa. If you own Kaspa, there are many ways to contribute. Here are a few: running your own node, participating, voting, educating your personal network about Kaspa, donating to the community-led initiatives. And this is our main man, altcoin bonanza. Kaspa's ranked 39th and 3.1 billion market cap evaluation with a stash power of 210 petahash. The network currently is confirming 1 block per second, but in the near future, the network will be confirming 10 blocks. And we are definitely still waiting for this Rust upgrade to complete. And this was at the conferences, so I guess there's kind of a hold there. That's the network at 10.9. This is another cool Kaspa image. And I guess this is the block DAG versus the blockchain. So shout out to altcoin bonanza. Mr. Kaspa. Kaspa is incredibly strong during this period, where many altcoins are plunging. Definitely, things are falling apart, and Kaspa's holding strong. Remember, Kaspa has some of the greatest price moves during the bearish times. Kaspa is different from most cryptocurrency. There's no VCs to dump on you. Fairly launched, just the free market at work. And this is what I wanted to get to. Hotel, OK Laundry, Campor officially transacts and accepts Kaspa as a medium exchange, the energy of crypto over fiat. And I guess this is a laundromat that's accepting Kaspa. And I don't know actually where this is. Not sure where Campo is, but we're happy that they're joining the Caspia army. And remember, Caspa's the army, better yet the Navy. Shout out to the Air Force. And if Elon Musk ever get it together, the Space Force, Caspa's going to the moon, baby. Kaspa. Let's freaking go, guys. So yeah, that was a couple of the shout outs to the Kaspa community and the Caspians. And this is, let me see, go back here. This is, oh, that's Africa. Okay, so that's where Kampala, I guess it's a country or a city, I'm not sure. But shout out to them for joining the Caspia army. And this is Plan. Kaspa is in accumulation of 50 years of research and development into the digital ledger. It has potential rival to Bitcoin, even with its head start and much greater network effect. It's because the improvements on the technology, not marginally, but by 600 to 60,000 X. So this is, Kaspa is the result of 50 years of research and development. So it started back here. Can't even read this. A protocol, pocket network, intercommunication, TCP/IP in 1974. So we'll fast forward to 2008. Satoshi Nakamoto, Bareen's general problem solved with blockchain. Benzene. I guess I'm not sure. Ethereum smart contracts in 2015. 2015, Nano uses DAG technology. 2021, Phantom Ghost DAG protocol white papers. 2021, Solana Selinsky trilemma solved with block DAG. So it's definitely been a long time in the making. And all these are on the Black Tiger Miner Twitter channel. So if you get a chance, come check it out. We look into the fundamentals, and this chart is obviously why Kaspa is at the top position and stayed there till this day. Saw many getting impatient over a few months. The last few months are shaken out. But I like this type of chart. I prefer consistent growth over pump and dumps. And that's correct. The Kaspa chart continues to push up. And this is, luckily, I'm a Kaspa holder, so relax, as the Bitcoin holders was a pretty rough week last week. So shout out to that as well. Shout out to those as well. Let me know if you can hear me or if the sound came back. I don't know why the sound cut out again. But let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? AR? Anybody? Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Yeah, I guess the sound wasn't on that video. I guess that's what he's mentioning. But this is shout out to MD. Where you been? Where you been? Blah blah blah. Okay, so this is Shai the developer. I support Israel while I invest in Kaspa. I read the comments and was scratching my head. First off, Kaspa is decentralized money. It belongs to whoever holds it, and the holders decide what he sends for. By buying cash, you don't support any political movement or party or country or whatsoever. The only thing you support is the idea of decentralized stateless money. Because I was about to say that. I don't know. I don't want to get into a political debate about Israel versus Iran, but yeah, you definitely are not supporting Israel over Iran by buying Kaspa. As you said, it's a decentralized stateless money. Is actually selling that this needs to be said. Who doesn't get this, but get the idea behind Satoshi as a vision? Stop tweeting about politics. It gives an impression that Kaspa will finance Israel against their enemies, against her enemies. You might not be concerned about this, but Kaspa's investors are. There are thousands of people who put all of their savings into Kaspa. This is a very friendly suggestion. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not even sure I follow that. But basically, Kaspa is not on one side or the other. A sweep for Kaspa indeed came, and I think it's an ideal opportunity for Cas to thrive their next period, especially after the past frustration period as many gave up, especially after a wide market range reset and shakeout during the bull market. Now, Kaspa maxis. So yeah, I'm going to end on this one because I don't think we saw this before, and it's about Kaspa funding. Sorry about that volume pop. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Let me turn it down a little bit. Let me know if you can hear. And I'm sure I'm going to get a hit again for sharing content, which is weird because this is not even my video and this is on YouTube. So I don't know why I'd have to share content with these guys, but hey, it is what it is. Thanks for joining the channel. Thanks for sharing the videos. And I guess we'll breaking news. So this was from the WRWA. I don't know if you guys checked that video out yesterday, but this is Kaspa. See, what is this? You ought to love the engagement and desire Kaspa community to build an amazing ecosystem. Thanks to Venom, you can now use the chatbot to build for Kaspa, built for Kaspa. Go to Cast Live and you'll see the bottom of the page. Actually, anything. So let's see. Did Kaspa Live come up? Oh wow, this is pretty cool. Sign up for Gate.io, sign up for Mexi, sign up for KuCoin, BitGet, Rust Fund, Dagnite Fund, Kaspa Funding. And I guess that's it for today, guys. I don't want to hold you too long. We've been pushing for a pretty, actually just an hour. And I'm kind of weird. Kaspa Currency, Kaspa Funding's using my font, but I guess it's overall everybody's font. But this does look eerily similar to what I use for my thumbnails, but maybe I'm using their font. Either way it go, want the community to grow. Kaspa King, are Americans still able to use Mexi? I don't know. I tried it, but I was never able to use Mexi. So I guess this goes out to everyone on the channel. Go ahead and let me know if you guys are using Mexi. I know that Mexi started to KYC, so I don't know if you can do it now anymore. But I was never able to get on Mexi initially. I think people were using VPNs to get on, but I didn't try that. I didn't want to get in trouble for tax purposes. Yeah. I thought they already started going after people for KYC. So I don't know, but anybody else on the video, let me know if you guys are using. So you can't use it anymore with the VPN? I never really got into it. I heard people were doing it, but I didn't try. Again, I didn't want to get in. I got my own problems with taxes, so I didn't want to get implicated for more problems with taxes. What? So yes, I didn't want to get. So you were able to use it, or you stopped being able to use it? I'm just trying to make sure I see what's going on, or what you are or did have. IRS doesn't care as long as you pay your taxes. Yeah, right. You're right. Let me. I gotta throw this on here just for that comment. Kaspa. Let's freaking go, guys. Of course, again, that was the wrong button.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
That's about the IRS comment. The IRS does care, but so far they're leaving us alone. But I don't suspect that's going to keep happening. So just be careful going forward, because I think that they're going to pounce on us at some point. Back to the big professional, do my taxes. Yeah, I got a professional that does mine, and they have some kind of crypto certain fund. You got to declare what you have, or what you have as crypto assets, and what you're writing off, and they are tracking it. So I'm not sure how they're going to tax us going forward, but that's another discussion once we actually understand how crypto works in the future. And this was to who was this? I think Israel Brother said you had a problem with your Caspia wallet. There is someone trying to guess the seed phrase on a wallet. They did get in and there was nothing there. So just a shout out to you guys or whoever that was in the community that had a problem with their Caspian wallet. But I think we're up to an hour and 22 minutes. So I'm wrapping it up, guys. Thanks for joining. That's what it was. So your wallet did have the question marks on it? But I don't know. But I think somebody pulled that 500 Caspa out of there. I have my phrase. And I was trying to set up a key phrase for Phantom for that ZBC to migrate to ZBCN. So that's the Zybeck to the Zybeck network. But I got stopped making the video. Oh, shit. I got stopped while I was making the video. So I guess I'll get back to that. Actually, I got a screenshot. I guess I'll finish this in a minute. But thanks for joining. I don't want to hold you guys up too long. Looks like we hit a pretty decent number today. So I want to thank everyone for joining and subscribing. And check out the rest of the videos on the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. And don't forget to sign up for the what is that? Sign up for the Patreon, which links you over to the Discord, because at some point I'll actually get this introduction to cryptocurrency finished for you guys, so we can pass that out to new users. But I'm still working on that as well. But at some point we'll get it ready for you guys, and we can set it on the Discord channel or put it on the, actually I'll make some videos, so we'll put it on the Discord for members only. And as the members review it, we update it, then we'll share it to, I guess, everyone else that's part of the Discord. So we're at 3 days and 4 hours and 5 minutes. So thanks for joining, and shout out to the Army. Quick shout out. We'll run through the voices and call it a night. Caspa's the Army, better yet the Navy. Shout out to the Air Force and Elon Musk. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I gotta let you guys go, but I guess we're doing 11:30. Let's see, 12:30. Might try 12:30 tomorrow. Trying to get a good time, or 12 o'clock. Maybe we can do 12 to 1. But thanks for joining. And remember, Caspa. And let's get back to the money, guys. Peace out.